This section is sales and marketing. I will cover wholesale versus retail, the MLS, provide a brief case study of one of our members' outstanding sites, it's Landio.com, and cover branding yourself. Wholesale for infill lots is a little bit different. Your target buyer now is another investor, developer, or local builder. So how do you reach those people? How do you market and sell to them? We have found it's a little bit different. All the ways that we post property and put it in social media and other online selling sites, it's very different for this group. And they need different things. And here's what they need. They are all about email notifications, calls and texts, and MLS posting. That's traditionally how you reach these people. Preferably, you have them lined up ahead of time so you know exactly who you're sending your messages to. Your other option for selling an infill lot is go to the retail path. And that's where the end user is your target buyer. So how do you reach those people? Well, often MLS and possible realtor agent listing is appropriate. And I noted here that the price point is going to determine the days on the market. So depending how aggressively you want to price a property, like everything, will determine how quickly it sells. Now I'm going to talk about how and when to use the MLS. How do you use the MLS? Well, one way is search online for flat rate MLS listing services. There are many out there. I've heard them go between $300, $400, $500, depending on what services you need. We often use this company called Congress Realty. I'll give you more information here. They offer a $299 flat rate for listings posted up to 6 months. You get prominent listing on Zillow, Trulia, MLS.com, Craigslist, and many other sites. And because I shared this with our live events in person here, I want to include it in 2.0, all of the contact information, so you can do this too. Andrew English is our contact here. There's his email address. I listed the states that are covered. And a nice thing is too, as soon as they get any kind of information, any calls or email messages, they forward everything right to you immediately for follow-up. How does it work? They provide you with an online form to fill it out, a location to upload your photos, and they do the rest. It's awesome. Let me show you a sample form here. So this is what it looks like. You're filling in every detail you know about it. If you have an address, you fill it in. If you don't, you don't. This happens to be a property with a street address, but I've done it with 40-acre properties, and I've done it with infill lots. But it's the same kind of form, and you just fill in the information that you have. Notice there's an area for HOA and POA. Fill in any pertinent information that you have. It's a pretty detailed form, but once you fill this out and send it in, your listing service will do the work for you. Here's the example. It was a house, but here's an example of the MLS listing and what it looks like. Here is a special bonus I wanted. Again, I got this just in time for the one of our live events, and I shared this special with everyone there, so I want to share this with you here now also. So I arranged this bonus back on October 3rd. So if you mention Land Academy or my name, you will get 100, and we don't get anything. By the way, we get nothing out of this. There's no kickback, no discount, no percentage, no affiliation. I went to them and said, look, I want to share, what a great service you have to our people. What can you do for them? And they said, here, we'll give them this. So I just wanted to make sure this is a special thing for anyone who wants to use it. The special for you is the $150 upgraded package at no additional cost if you mention when you're placing the order. This includes additional photos, phone forwarding, a 2-year instead of a 6-month listing, open house postings, and more. So there's the contact again. So when you go to their website, if you decide to use them, if it works in one of the states that you're in, if you go to their website, it lists all the details. So you can see what else that it includes. So when do you use the MLS? It's perfect for your infill lots or large acreage postings. And let me tell you this, we have tested this many times, sending out emails to advertise a property versus MLS postings for some of these properties. And it's interesting that even though a lot of our buyers say they want off-market deals, for some reason they need to see in the MLS to see the value, or they're just so stuck in their ways of searching for properties and trolling the MLS that they just go there and have to see the property. It's crazy. I know, it's funny. So what is our strategy now? We do a quick email blast to our small list of repeat buyers for immediate sale with no posting at all. So I send out an email blast. I don't put in the MLS. I don't spend the money yet. I blast it out to my repeat buyers first, unless I have someone already lined up that's, doing everything I come up with in that area, which is often the case. And then if it's not purchased after 24 to 48 hours, I roll it into our property posting system, which includes the MLS, our website, and I still will do social media and some of the other areas of posting, again, depending on the type of property. Here we are on Landio.com. I want to point out some of the reasons why this site is so phenomenal and his properties sell so quickly. Front page, available properties range from $7,500 to $50,000. And as you can see, even his scrolling banner just kind of gets your attention and shows you what's possible. Nice little cabin out there, just beautiful. I'm going to just pick one and go over here. Here's one. Let's just pick this 35-acre home site for $35,000 that he has for sale. And he puts right in there, it's 200 feet from BLM, Bureau of Land Management land. Right away, it opens up to a 9-minute and 22-second video. Phenomenal. And I do know all his videos go into great detail about not only the property, but the area. And I would highly encourage you to sit down and watch one of these at one time. He has Heartland set up, but not for the entire amount. This is an important thing to note. What he does is takes a $499 deposit. It pulls the property from the inventory so no one else can check out, and then it gives him the opportunity to arrange payment via wire transfer or cashier's check or some other way to save on extra credit card fees. His property details, pretty much similar to what we all do in LandPin and what you should be doing on your own site. A wonderful property description, all about the area. I love here how it gives approximate distance to nearby cities and points of interest, from little to big, from Denver to La Vida. They are in here. And then this is just some nice little touches, as you can see. That's what makes this different and really stand out. He's got an app he puts in your apps to get you to map right for interactive maps for the properties. And then he gives you the Google Map GPS for all the corners and the center point. He also does not mess around with photos. As you can see, there are many, many photos. Lots of maps. Plat map showing the topography, kind of a view. He clearly spends money to have someone go out there and get real images, current images at the property. Okay, this list is going on and on. I think you get the idea. It's a great site, and I wanted to just show you what to strive for. This last part is about branding yourself. Everything I'm sharing right now in sales and marketing is in addition to what we covered in 1.0. So none of that changes, but I'm adding things that might be special for info lots or just new things that we've learned and ways to better promote your business and your properties. I love this quote that Stephen said. If you want to push it over the top, it's not too difficult to start down the branding or show process, which pays out in spades. Am I really talking about doing a show? Yes, I am. It's not crazy. Two great ways to build your brand are podcasts and YouTube, both of which I did not fully realize the value until much later on. Stephen was right. And they're so much fun. So I can't even imagine by the time you're watching this what show number we're on, but I'll tell you, it's a good thing to start and start anytime. Here's some podcast show ideas. Talk about your business. Talk about your life. Talk about other topics related to your brand or your company. Maybe create a tiny house solution podcast and showcase your land to sell to them. YouTube ideas, all the same as a podcast, but also post all your for sale properties on your channel. My last thing about sales and marketing is be ready for what's coming next. You never know what it's going to be.